A dominant minority is a minority group that has overwhelming political, economic, or cultural dominance in a country despite representing a small fraction of the overall population. Dominant minorities are also known as alien elites if they are recent immigrants. The term is most commonly used to refer to an ethnic group which is defined along racial, national, religious or cultural lines and that holds a disproportionate amount of power. A notable example is South Africa before 1994, where white South Africans, or Afrikaners more specifically, wielded predominant control of the country despite never composing more than 22% of the population. African American descended nationals in Liberia, Sunni Arabs in Ba'athist Iraq, the Alawite minority in Syria, and the Tutsi in Rwanda since the 1990s have also been cited as current or recent examples. Current Alawites in Syria, Muhajirs in Pakistan, Sunni Muslims in Bahrain, ethnic Chinese in Southeast Asia, historical Arab Sudanese in South Sudan, Afro-Guyanese in Guyana, Ahom tribe in erstwhile Ahom Kingdom now modern-day Assam, India, Americo-Liberians in Liberia, Anglo-Quebecers in Quebec prior and up until the Quiet Revolution, Anglo-Burmese, Burmese Indians, Chinese Burmese and Burmese Christians in British Burma, Arabs in the Zanzibar Sultanate, Austrians in the Austrian Empire, Austrians and Hungarians in Austria-Hungary, Azerbaijanis in the Safavid Iran, Britons and Anglo-Indians in British India, Britons in Hong Kong during British colonial rule, Caldoches in New Caledonia, Catholics in South Vietnam, ethnic Chinese in Basetuk, Vietnam, Chagatai in the Mughal Empire, India, Hindu Dogras in the Muslim-majority Jammu and Kashmir from early 19th to 20th century, Dutch and Indo people in the Dutch East Indies, French Lusanians in medieval Cyprus, Germans in what is now Baltic states during the Order, subsequent local German states, Swedish rule in Estonia and later the Russian Empire, Greeks in the Alexandrian Empire, Greeks in Ptolemaic Egypt, Greeks in the Seleucid Empire, Greeks in the Byzantine Empire, Hungarians in Transylvania, various Muslim dynasties of Turkic and Turco-Mongol origin in different parts of medieval India, Uralian elites of foreign origin, various Turkic dynasties in medieval Iran, Japanese in Taiwan during Japanese colonial rule, Japanese in Korea during Japanese colonial rule, Japanese in the Japanese puppet state of Manchukuo, Creoles in Sierra Leone, mainland Chinese in Taiwan during the martial law period, Manchurians in the Qing dynasty, China, Mongolians in the Yuan dynasty, China, Norman French in the Norman dynasty of England, Peninsulares in the New World, modern-day Mexico, Colombia, Philippines, Cuba, and other nations of the former Spanish Empire, Phoenicians in ancient Carthage, Pioneers in French Algeria, the Protestant ascendancy in British-ruled Ireland, Romans in the Roman Empire, ethnic Russians in the Baltic Soviet republics, Scots-speaking lowlanders in Scotland prior to the Highland clearances, Serbian people in Kosovo after the breakup of socialist Yugoslavia, Sikhs in the Muslim-majority Punjab in the late 18th and 19th century, Sudanese Arabs in Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, Arab Sunni Muslims in Saddam Hussein-era Iraq, Swedes in the Swedish Empire, Turks in the Ottoman Empire, French speakers in Belgium before World War II, white Americans in the southern United States during 19th century, white Mauritians in Mauritius, white Namibians in Southwest Africa, white South Africans in South Africa under apartheid, white Zimbabweans in Rhodesia,